Good morning, Busy Bees. It is Saturday, December 20th. Here's your morning news rundown in under 5 minutes. So, we got a small batch of the Epstein files. Yes, even though it's thousands of pages, it's not all of the files. I have my doubts about what's being released. If Donald Trump is not listed in any of these things, it's been tampered with. And how do we know that? We know that because of Jeffrey Epstein's emails. We know Donald Trump was involved, he participated. We don't know to what extent. To the extent that Bill Clinton is in them and Michael Jackson, if you harmed any children or any children, period, or any women or anyone uh, in connection with Jeffrey Epstein, you should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. That's it. Presidential immunity doesn't mean you get to hurt children. You don't get to be a PDF file. I don't know where we are in this world where you excuse every behavior by one particular person because of some loyalty you have. It truly is cult like, if not a cult. Cult like. So Rokana wants to draft articles of impeachment against Pam Bondi. Who's going to vote for that? What happened with the articles of impeachment against Pete Hegseth? I think that we are chasing our tails in the Democratic Party, and I don't know how to stop that. Like, they do good things and they get strong and then they do silly shit. Like, I don't know what the answer is. And there's not a clear leadership there. Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, they're jokes. Anyway, I'm running off at a tangent. So they want to prosecute Pam Bondi for breaking the law. Again, let's see what happens there. She has the ability to say, like, oh, because of the ongoing investigation, it's taking longer than normal to release the files, or there's new information, new investigations, and we don't want to compromise that. There's many ways for her to get around this and away from it. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Moving on, the U.S. carried out airstrikes in Syria in response to ISIS-linked attacks that killed U.S. service members. Defense officials say the strikes targeted ISIS infrastructure, and it's not an escalation of our military presence or military action in that area. I love that we say this, but we don't know if Syria or ISIS or some other connected group will then strike back. So I think it's too early to say there's not going to be any further escalation. We killed additional people in Venezuela because they're suspected. They look suspicious. They might have drugs on them. And I'm tired of calling it a double tap. It's a double bombing. We bombed people desperately floating in the water under a suspicion and not proof that they may have drugs on them. That's it. Wiley confirmed with her interview with Vanity Fair that this is all to oust Maduro. It has nothing to do with the war on drugs. This is because we want Venezuelan oil. We're seizing their ships. Venezuela, although a small South American country, is worth trillions of dollars, and they have, again, materials that we need for AI, for EV batteries. They have an untapped cache of gold. They have a lot of oil and natural gas there, and we want it. If we don't want all of it, we want our cut. It's all about money. Trump officially changed the name of the Kennedy Center. He slapped up a sign, the Trump Kennedy Center, because why not? Because he doesn't care about breaking the law. He's never been told no. He's never had any consequences to any crimes he's committed, and it shows. What are we going to do, the American people? That's what I want to know. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, and follow. Stay smart, stay safe, stay informed.